So today is the 31st of December and it is the day before the January transfer window finally opens. First I want to say Happy New Year to all you guys. Obviously it's going to be a few hours for some of you, probably already celebrated it for some of you. I mean it's been a mad year 2016 to be honest. There's been lots of ups and lots of downs to the year for everyone I'm sure, so hopefully 2017 is going to be a great one for you. But for the football world it's been pretty decent with transfers this year. Now I've covered a lot on my channel, I've covered absolutely loads, and next year is going to be absolutely no different. January we are going in on my channel, okay? Serious transfer videos are going to be happening. Today's episode we're going to take a look at 5 players who are rumoured to be moving, alright? So 5 players, 5 rumours, and tomorrow's episode is going to be 5 confirmed transfers. So if you want to see a confirmed transfer video tomorrow, guys, is absolutely huge episode. I mean absolutely massive. Can we hit a big fat 6,000 likes? That is a big ask. I haven't asked for anything like that in months, but can we hit 6,000 thumbs up and likes on this video for another episode tomorrow of confirmed? They're all done, okay? The video is pretty much done. I've got all the information, I've done all the research. We are ready for tomorrow's episode. And if you guys looking to buy yourself any custom controllers for the new year, check out GetGripped.co.uk in the description down below. RossiHD checkout page for 5% discount. And it's time to get into the first transfer of this episode. Now this one, I mean obviously it's just mad. They're all mad. I try to make them mad. So Chelsea are on an incredible streak at the minute, and I mean an absolute incredible streak, but they're looking to improve and bolster that team even more. They're looking at signing Arturo Vidal. What a player this guy is. Bayern Munich, of course. He obviously was in the Serie A before that. Now this guy, okay, Chelsea are rumoured to be signing him for £34 million, which may I add, if it goes through, is an absolute steal. Now that's just an initial offer, right? That is literally just an initial first offer that could be accepted easily. Now this is crazy. As you guys can see on the screen, 88 rated is his current highest card in FIFA, should I say, and he's a fantastic footballer. Really well. He's physical, he's high tempo, it's everything that Chelsea needs. He's like another Conte sort of thing, and the way they're on like 13 wins in a row or something like that in the Premier League, absolutely insane, and Vidal only can improve that. It can't make it any worse. I think Conte's doing a fantastic thing. He's not settling for it and saying, no, I've got a good enough team to win the league here. He's saying, no, we're halfway there, we should go on again, let's make another signing, let's try and get the Prem title, let's go even further. And I think that's a good move, and I think Chelsea fans are going to be absolutely buzzing about this transfer if this happens. Now this is a pretty good transfer happening, I believe, as far as I'm aware. Lots of newspapers have reported this, including The Guardian and stuff like that. And obviously, Conte knows about this guy from the time in Italy and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see. Chelsea fans, I know you're buzzing if this happens. So if a player is going to be coming to Chelsea, I want to have a look at a player leaving Chelsea, and he's actually another sent him in. He goes by the name of Cesc Fabregas. Now Fabregas has been often moved to China and stuff like that, but another club who's also interested in him is AC Milan. Now apparently Milan have some new owners and stuff like that, so there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the club. Hopefully these new owners are going to come and invest in the team. Everyone in the world wants to see AC Milan back to the level they were previously. Signing a top player like Fabregas would be absolutely awesome to see, you know, really would be sick. But a 29-year-old, you know, is he going to want to go play for AC Milan? Can they afford his wages? When he's got offers from China and stuff like that as well, it's going to be really hard for him to make up his decision. But does he still want to play in Europe? That's the reality of it. Does he want to stay in Europe, or does he want to go to China and earn some money? So Fabregas is still under contract with Chelsea till 2019, so if AC Milan want to sign him, it won't be for cheap, that's for sure. Any player with that lengthy contract, you know, especially of his quality, 29 years of age, any team in the world can get a few years out of him, that's for sure. So AC Milan is going to cost you, you know, initial fees, going to cost you quite high wages. What are the chances? We want to see AC Milan do well. We want to see him sign some big players, but is it realistic? Are they going to sign Fabregas? Now, next up is another one, actually. Chelsea's been involved in the third player this episode. So 3 involved Chelsea ones. I'm not really sure why it's happened, but I promise you after this one there's no more Chelsea. So their keeper, Courtois, is rumoured to be going to Real Madrid. That is a huge transfer if that ever happens. Now, obviously, everyone's talking about transfer bans between the clubs in Spain or whatever like that. Yeah, fair enough. But we have 4 or 5 articles here, all reporting that obviously this is what Conte has come out and said this week, alright? He urges Courtois to stay at Stamford Bridge and become a club legend. The Belgian goalkeeper has emerged as one of the world's best shot stoppers and has emerged as a key transfer target for Zinedine Zidane. But Conte has come out and said, you know, he wants him to stay, of course, and he wants him to become a club legend. He's actually compared him to Buffon. So he's compared Buffon to the Juventus story, to Courtois and Chelsea story. He's sort of saying you can have that same sort of legacy at Chelsea if you stay. And you know what? He's probably correct. I think he is correct. Now, obviously, this guy's a fantastic goalkeeper. goalkeeper. Real Madrid have been linked with so many goalkeepers throughout the years. Now, Real Madrid obviously have been interested in De Gea. They've been interested in loads of goalkeepers, and Courtois is another one. Maybe this means that De Gea is safe. They've like twisted their interest away from De Gea. They're no longer actually interested in him, and they're going for someone else. Maybe, who knows? But Courtois, I mean, no more Chelsea ones. Let's move into a fourth one, all right? Now, next up is an absolute massive one. Right, so this one has been about for a few years now, and it's rekindled this week, and we've got Marco Reus to Arsenal. Now, I mean, if you haven't heard of this one in the past, where have you been in football? This one's been going about for years. Marco Reus lined up as #1 target if Alexis Sanchez leaves. Arsenal are lining up a move for Marco Reus as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez, according to the Daily Mail. The Gunners are reportedly fearful that their star man will not agree terms on a new deal and walk out on Emirates in the near future. So that's what it's all about. It's all about Sanchez, alright? They're all saying he's not going to agree a new deal, and they're going to be forced to sell him. Because let's be honest, they're not going to let his contract run out and get nothing for him. They're going to have to sell him as early as they can if they know he's going to leave, maybe. Sanchez is reportedly still on a standoff over his new deal, which is demanding to be worth at least 200 grand a week. Huge. Now, Marco Reus has been linked with Arsenal for a few years now, like I say, and it has, you know, spiraled more out of control this week. I'm not really sure why this week is really significant, like what happened this week to make Reus become a rumour again. I'm not really too sure. There's so many news articles, so many, you know, newspapers and stuff like that are all reporting this week. Reus scored over 20 goals in two of his last 3 seasons with Borussia Dortmund. He's obviously had a few injury problems as well, and could receive a tidy pay rise if he is swapped the Bundesliga for the Premier League. Of course he's going to get a pay rise. Arsenal are going to pay him pretty solid. Arsenal fans, I know you'd be buzzing. It'd be a fantastic replacement if Sanchez did leave. It'd be quite like for like, really, I suppose, in its own little way. But they've got to keep hold of Sanchez. Maybe even get Reus as well. I mean, that'd be class for him. Now, next up is one that actually happened in the summer, but maybe there's a chance that something could happen in January still. We'll have to really wait and see. Now, the Chinese Super League are already signing big players. They've signed loads already, confirmed for this episode, alright, in the next episode tomorrow, sorry. They've signed a couple of players already. They spent big, but Ronaldo apparently rejected a 300 million euro Chinese move with 100 million euro salary. Now, this is coming direct from his agent, okay? They actually rejected this in the summer, so I'm pretty sure China are not going to stop there, right? They're going to make more offers in the future, near future, I'm pretty sure. Cristiano Ronaldo's agent says that the superstar rejected an offer from a Chinese super club. They haven't actually said which one. If you look at the club, you know, team on Ronaldo's card or whatever, that is the one that signed big players already and got the big money. So we're just sort of assuming that. Chinese super club would have to pay him over 100 million euro salary per year. So his agent actually come out and confirmed this with Sky Sports Italia this week. They were actually offering Real Madrid 300 million euros to sign him. Now, why have they not accepted that? What? That is mad. But apparently money is not everything. The Spanish club is his life, according to the Mendes, obviously, which is obviously his agent. I said the Mendes. His name is Jorge Mendes, but I don't know why I said the. So obviously, if the 300 million euro transfer fee actually would have happened, it would nearly triple the record of Pogba's deal. So Ronaldo would have been on 1.9 million euros per week salary if he went to Chelsea, apparently, according to this. Apparently last year, Mendes, the same agent, the same guy, told the BBC that someone will pay £300 million, okay, for Ronaldo. So he said this last year, so he sort of predicted it or knew of an offer already on the table, should Real Madrid obviously want to sell him. But Mendes also claimed that the Portuguese star had a £1 billion release clause. £1 billion release clause, wow. So yeah, we're not sure if that's going to happen again in January, the transfer rumour. I'm sure Chinese clubs are going to try and sign him, so just watch this space. I'll cover it if it happens. I'm out, guys. Make sure you celebrate tonight. Be safe, you know, keep safe. Just keep safe. Have a good day. See you in 2017 for another transfer confirmed video tomorrow. Peace.